Welcome. Welcome all of you. You're welcome to stay and join me. I'm making banana fruit cake today because the holiday is near, so I am making something that usually I'll be able to share during holiday. So it's banana bread, okay? I'm trying to get some lemon zest out of this dry lemon. I got this lemon from the tree when it was fresh, and now it's been on the counter for a few days, so see if it's gonna work, okay? Got a little bit out of it. It's not enough. Let me see if Lucy have a fresh one. She probably has lime. Well, Lucy has mine, so I absolutely can use limes instead of lemon. Okay, so we just need a little bit of this beautiful. How's audio? Let me check my audios, okay? Because my audios always throw off. And an hour later, people were telling me that, Chef Vana, there's no audio. I thought, great, I've been doing that for an hour. No one say anything. People just passing by, scroll by. Hello, Ropey, how are you? Audio's good. Thank you for feedback and welcome. TikTok, YouTube, all of you. So I love fruit cakes and not fruit cake, banana fruit cake. I don't know about you, but banana fruit cake is one of those cake that I love making because it just, I love, because it's so healthy, it's so unique with all the fruits that I can add in. But I have limit today. I didn't have all the fruit that I like, but for some reason, ooh, it smells so good. The lime zest, okay, lemon zest. And what we want is lime zest. My lemon zest, my lemon is old, so I can't get a zest out of it. So you know, this pick out from the tree, but it's been in on the counter too long, so it's gotten old. All right, so as you know, the thing got old. It's not gonna work as well as the fresh one. So forget about this one. So here we go. I have my lime. I think that's what is recommended. Lime. I always use lemon, so I forgotten how it works. Okay, so we only need a little bit. Okay, we need about 1 teaspoon. So hopefully this is a teaspoon. If it's not, never mind. And because lemon zest it has bitter taste anyway, so we don't need a lot. Okay, we just need the aroma. I just love the smell of it. It's so wonderful. Okay, I'm gonna set this aside. I just want to prepare ahead. Today, this recipe here, it's I've been making this for a while. I learned this recipe from a gentleman named Paul. Is it Paul or? Anyway, he's an old Italian man that he used to come into the donut shop, and on holiday he would bring me the banana nut bread. So I asked him, hey, long time ago, this is before I started my cooking show, but I remember he told me what I needed to add into the banana nut cake, well, banana fruit nut cake. So we had fruits, nuts, and then the bananas. Okay, so don't forget. Thank you. Thank you so much, Ropey. It's good to see you. Well, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I hope you stay. So I have about 3 bananas. Okay, I probably need about 2 cups of. Let's see if I can make 2 cups out of this banana. Okay, but before that, let me combine all the ingredients first. Hopefully, I can have 3 cups. Okay, let me measure that for. I mean 2 cups for sure. Oh gracious! Forget about looking for my mixing cup, huh? Mixing bowl. Oh, my bad. It's right here. I'm so old. Okay, I had it right here. That's what I like, the mixing bowl. So to do this, I grab a bag of golden and golden resin. So it looked like this. I have 2 cups. Okay, there are white and red grapes resin, and there are cranberry. I'm not sure what other berry in here. At least 3 kind of fruits in here. Okay, for sure. At least our snack. Okay, I grabbed this for snack. Oh, I'm sorry. I have a habit of eating while I'm doing this, so I better stop it. No, I don't look like somebody who snack all the time, right? So we need I'll try about 2 bananas and see if well, I saved this banana until it's ripened. Okay, the ripened banana that we need for the bread, it have to be like all this wrinkle, all this like blotches, like the chef face. Okay, so they said that when the banana turned a little blotchy like these, okay, it had too much sugar. If you cannot handle too much sugar, then do not have one of these. Okay, have some of these. So look at that. So from these to these, yeah, so when they get ripened, then I said, okay, let's throw them to a banana cake. Normally I just do regular banana cake, but today I have an urge of doing banana cake because I remember this holiday. I remember Paul and his friend who used to come early in the morning in the donut shop. And I think I told the story before. Paul and what's the other guy name? So Paul, I think it's not Paul, the old man. I can't remember the old man, the one to make the banana bread, but his friend Paul, he's the pest control, and the other gentleman, I can't remember his name, the one that brought the banana nut cake for me every year. He's a good. I think he used to run restaurant. So he make good food, and he make good bread and banana bread and fruit bread. Okay, so I need 2 cups. I might end up with 3 bananas. I'm not sure, but let me try this first. Okay, what the heck? Maybe I can blend it in the blender. And that's what I have here. Okay, maybe it works faster with the blender. So I need about 2 cups of these banana, smashed banana. Let me get all these out of my way first. Okay, just want to welcome Chef Vanna is making banana nut bread. Okay, so if you're one of those people who love your coffee bread, your snack, your dessert that combine all kind of nuts and dry fruits, then this be it. Okay, a very simple recipe. Welcome. La la la. Thank you. Oh, I got me some part. Let me send some part. Wow. It won't let me do it. Yeah, fine. Okay, so let me measure it if I have 3 cups, okay? If I don't, I'll have to add another banana. I mean, not 3 cups, 2 cups. I have my my walnut roasted already. I need about 2 cups of walnuts, okay? Oh my goodness. Wow. I barely have 1/3, okay? I may not have 2 cups. I may have just about 1.5, but I'm not gonna worry because we have a lot of other ingredients to go in here. So in fact, this is not even quite right. It's not even, I still need a few more days for this. I think what happened is that because it's colder, so the banana doesn't get ripened as fast. Oh my goodness. Jose, hold on. Hold the thought, okay? Let me fix the noise first. Okay. What do you say? You said that I just used a potato. Oh yeah. I know. I have to go look for it, and you won't like it because you said, "Oh, no, it take a long time." I agree. I take a long time. Okay, so the lemon zest I need about. Oh my goodness, where is my? Okay, so I need that much. Okay. I have about 1 teaspoon. I'm gonna put my banana in here already because I don't want a lot of washing. Okay, I know it's Sunday. I should like honor the Sabbath day by not doing much. So probably gonna have a lot of cleaning to do anyway. So here we go. So I have 3 bananas altogether. Okay, if it's not 2 cups, then I have 3 bananas. That's like a standardized measurement for typical banana cake will require about 3 ripened bananas, which is equivalent to about 2 cups. But I think my banana was too small, so it's only about 1.5 cups. It is good. If it doesn't turn out all that, believe me, I'll hire somebody to eat it. It will be disappeared. Okay, so I know I don't even have a potato masher. Is at the other house. I left it for my grandson because he loved making steak and he loves making his steak. So he needs all the tools he needs to make his dinner. He's only 14, so he's been doing a lot of cooking for himself. He eats a lot of meat because he's in sport and he needs all kind of protein to help build muscle. Sorry, running around because I needed to get my eggs. Okay, let's comprise all ingredients. Let me get all my cups. I have it. Oh, sorry. Okay, let's comprise all. Sorry, I keep cutting myself. So I have walnuts that I roasted, a little bit roasted. Okay, because I want that roasted flavor. This reminds me of pecan nut. You shouldn't make pecan pie. Pecan happened to be one of my favorite besides cheesecake. So I roasted. So I measure about 2 cups already. Okay. So we'll crush it in a moment. Sorry. What I need? Okay. So I have a long list of ingredients. So before that, I need well, my friend, he used the Bourbon, which is the whiskey, the type whiskey for his cake. Okay, so we're not gonna make anybody drunk or any kid who addicted to alcohol. So we're just gonna do basic banana fruit bread without the Bourbon, which is the name of the whiskey. Mention that I shouldn't be mentioning that, but it does require a little bit of whiskey. About a cup, that's a lot, you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. I like I know I should have all that, but I'm an old-fashioned chef, so I don't have all that. Okay, let's go with let's start with our eggs. Okay, we need a few eggs for this. So first of all, let me start with salt. I'm okay. I'm gonna use regular salt. I found the pink salt. So I need about, I have to check this because so many items. Okay, so I need, that's a lot of salt. 2 teaspoons of salt. Okay, here we go. That's a lot of salt. Whoop, my bad. Oh, okay, here's the cut bullet. Okay. So 1. I'm not going to use whole 2. That's a lot of salt. You know what? I'm going to cut it. I don't care what it said. I'm just going to do 1 teaspoon only. Because we reduce the Bourbon, so we don't have a lot of liquid, so we shouldn't be like having a lot of that salt. We don't need all that. Okay, let's cut it. That is salt is done. Cinnamon. I agree with cinnamon. So I have 3 teaspoons of cinnamon. Oh my goodness, they're on my bowl. One, 2, a lot of cinnamon. I'll do 2 and a little bit, maybe about 2.5. Okay. That smells good, huh? Maybe I should. What is the gentleman name? Paul, and he's an Italian guy. He's like, can't remember his name. Anyway, I found out that he already passed. So this banana nut bread here, dedicated to the gentleman who always come to the donut shop in the morning to keep me company, because I'm the only one who came in the morning to open the donut shop. I work at the donut shop in the morning. So Paul and, yeah, I wish I can remember his name. He always come in the morning. They only order black coffee, and sometimes they get a donut. So they get refilled. The coffee at the time is only like 10 cents. So Paul and this gentleman will come and have coffee. They come in like 6 in the morning. They sit until about 8 o'clock until Paul went to do his appointment. Paul, he's a pest control, so he drove truck also. And with that, I'm grateful for those 2 gentlemen, because I'm not alone in the morning. You know, the donut shop was like in the area where ladies shouldn't be handling cash registered by herself in the morning. So I have Paul and that gentleman there in the morning was really, really good. Okay, so I have cinnamon, check. Baking soda. These require both baking soda and baking powder. Good Lord. It's Sunday, so sorry, Lord. Didn't mean to call you on Sunday, okay? So, make sure I have it. So, 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. That's 1/4, 1/4, okay? 1/4. You got to get it right, because all these gonna make it rise, and I don't know what the other one do. That's why I asked myself the other day, what does baking soda and baking powder have in common? That sometimes we need one without the other, and sometimes we use both. I'm like, hello, what happened? What's going on here? You know? So same thing for baking soda. Good for cleaning also. I clean my hand with it. I wash my clothes with it. Okay, so I need also, okay, let me check the baking powder, check. Baking soda, same thing. 1 1/4 cup. I mean, not cup. Oh my God, I use cup, a bit terrible. Hello, chef, get it right. Teaspoon. Okay, 1. Oh, I got too much here. I wasted. Maybe I should put it back. But it has round. It had other ingredient on it, so okay, check. Make sure I got everything. Baking powder, baking soda, cinnamon, salt, nutmeg. Oh, now I'm gonna not have nutmeg today, because I'm not gonna go out and chase what I don't have. Okay, so we can do allspice. Ground allspice. It looked like that. Let me see. It smelled like it had nutmeg in there already, so I'm not even concerned. Okay, so allspice, 1 teaspoon. That was quick. Okay. Welcome all of you chef runners making banana fruit nut cake today. Yep. Oh. Let me preheat it my oven to 275 degree. Okay. We're gonna bake this for an hour or until it's done. All right, so check. Let me check all that. Oops. Sorry. Allspice check. What else in there? Grated lemon zest is in the banana. I got the bananas. I got the walnut right here. So we need to grate this. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. Okay, I have that blender. I think blender gonna work. I just have to do like 1 round and then we'll be good. I thought that I can chop it up with my knife, but we can be civilized on this. Okay, we can do like quick, just maybe just a couple round of grinding, so that way we still have coarse. We don't want fine, okay, we want coarse. So let's see if it's gonna work. Let me go over there and do this quick. Okay, I'll be right back. Sorry, folks. I'll be back. Give me 1 minute, please. That was fast. Well, there we go. It smells so good because it was roasted, okay? It smells so good. I can eat a whole bunch of this by itself. This is the nut that I'm not allergic to, so I'm good. Okay, let me check the walnut. I have the walnut. What else did I don't have? I have 2 cups of, that's a lot of sugar. Brown sugar. It has to be packed, okay? I mean, I have it in here. I don't know about it being packed, but I know that it's going to be used right now. 2 cups. That's a lot, but then, oh my goodness. I kept it in here because it's easier. Keep it from the air coming in and dried up our sugars. Okay, so well, I didn't use quite 2 cups. Okay, we're gonna do 2/3 of this. Okay, I felt that banana is already sweetened, so I may not even use. I'm gonna reduce the sugar to 1.5. I think that's all we need. Okay, because banana is already sweetened, we don't need a lot more sugar. Right. There we go. Okay, I can start blending this. Okay. So let me check everything what I need. Sugars, 1 cup unsalted butter, so this here we go to 1/2 cup. Okay, so I got that. That is dangerous. Hold on. Make sure that I locked it. Oh my goodness, Chef, put yourself back on the move. Okay, so 2 of this will be 1 cup. Okay, 2 blocks of this. I have unsalted butter. It said that need, I don't know, I think I'll leave the 1/2 cup out. And that's a lot of fat already. I don't need all that, okay? But it might change the textures, but oh well. Akuna matata. I'm not gonna worry about that. I need 3 cups of all-purpose flour. Let me put some eggs in first, okay? I need about 5, 6 eggs, so I'm gonna use about 5. One. Make sure I don't have shell in it. 2. I'd like to welcome all of you. Banana fruit nut cake. Well, banana fruit nut cake. Either way is fine. Either banana nut fruit cake or banana fruit nut cake. You got it. Okay, 2. The 3rd eggs. Four. I don't know. There's a lot of eggs, and I wouldn't be able to eat this banana cake at all. Okay, I'm gonna do 5 eggs only. I think that's enough for today. Let me check. Oh, when you have one of these babies, it's so cute. Or you can do the hand mixer, fine. But this right here, it does more of the heavy job. Okay. I got this for Christmas gift long time ago. I thank the man. All right, let me scrape off the bottom of the bowl here. Okay. So we have all the ingredients in there, save for the nuts, the bananas, and the flour. Let me add the flour in right now. We need 3 cups. Okay, we're gonna do 1 cup at a time, okay? Do low speed, that way the flour does not fly all over your face and the ceiling. I did that before, that's what I'm telling you, okay? Just want to say hello, welcome all of you. Chef Anna is making banana nut fruit cake, banana and nut fruit cake. Okay, so it's gonna be one of those cake that you can have for with coffee, snack, tea, whatever you don't like. You enjoyed it. Okay, it's gonna be healthy because it's full of nuts and and dry fruit. You can use apricot or any kind of dry fruit of your choice, but I have berries, raisins, a couple of kind of raisin, and cranberry. So I need 1 more cup of I think I have to use another. How many eggs I have? 1. I probably need more eggs because I do have a lot of flowers. I just realized that. If I don't use enough eggs, it might not even work. So it will work, but then it might be harder. And because I reduce hold on, I might have to use the other half of the. I never have to reduce anything before, but if I reduce, it might change the textures of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and add I think this is not even half a cup, maybe 1/4 cup in there. Happy now? Okay, I'm gonna add another egg. That means 5 eggs. Because it does need some liquid. I forgot that because we're not using the whiskey, so we're gonna need a little bit more of liquid, so that way it won't be too dry. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and add the fruits and the nut. Hold on, relax. Let me figure it out. Okay, so it's a little bit dry. I might need to add a little bit more liquid because we're gonna substitute milk with whiskey. Okay, so let me do 1/4 cup of almond milk. Okay. 2/3 will be about here. Oh, yeah. Land right on my recipe book. All right. It's recommended I should have 6 eggs. I have 5 in there already. We'll see how it goes in a moment. Welcome, welcome. It's good to see all of you. Lots of love, a lot of respect for you who are dropping by today. Chef Anna is making banana nut fruit cake. Okay, it's had nuts, had fruits in it beside banana. So at this point, my batter look like this. So let me check what I have not in there, so that way I'm not missing anything. The raisin and okay, we're gonna go ahead and add a banana in, okay, with the lime zest in here. The only thing left to do now is to add the walnut. Okay, we're just gonna go ahead and do that. I think we're all good. Okay. Oh, it looks so good. So last time I have this the deeper baking pan, but I forgot to bring it from the other house, so I'm gonna use thinner baking pan. So I don't know the time for my cooking yet. I'm gonna try it about 45 minutes on 275 degree preheated oven. Okay? So it might take a little bit longer to do that, to bake it. But then it's going to be in the pan is a little bit thinner than what I normally do. The triangle baking pan, which I forgotten to bring it from the other house. Okay. Safety first, unplug it first. Shoot. Okay, so here we go. Let me move this out of our way so that way we have less accident prone. You know me, I I get into that kind of stuff easily. Okay, so here we go. We have a lot of these, so I probably need 2 pans for this. Okay, so we're gonna do buttered pan. I have 2 of this. I think that's all I need, or I can do this also. So this is what I learned, okay, about the baking pan, is that whether it's clear or if non-stick. Sometimes the clear cook a little bit faster. I don't know. I think the trap heat a little bit different speed. Okay, so because my baker is small, I'm probably gonna fit 1 in there, so it's fine with me because because I'm not gonna use the big oven, and that's the reason being. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and butter a pan so that way it does not stick to a pan. Okay. I want to use the cupcakes, but then I don't have the cupcake pan that fit in there unless I use the oven. So, but I can use something to substitute for cupcakes. I can use this little cute cup here, okay? So that would be individual serving. So it would be cute. So with these, you can use any kind of dry fruits that you like. Okay, apricot, cherry, strawberry, raisins, cranberries, and what have you. Okay, there's no limit to this. The more dry fruit in here, the better the cake is. Okay. And then when you cut it up, and it looks so good because you have all kind of color in it. We're gonna bake one at a time. We'll see how the first one comes out, okay? I know that. Why don't you use the spray butter? Yes, I can do that too. But I enjoy doing all this, you know. I mean, don't make life easier. People will say, "Well, I thought your cooking is supposed to help our life easier." Yeah, sometimes it does. Because when I learned this, they didn't make my life easier, so I have to learn in a hard way. So that's why I'm teaching you guys in a hard way. Learn some of the basic the basic step to do it. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and pour on this. We're not gonna fill it up, okay, because it's gonna rise up. Remember, we have baking powder, baking baking soda in this. So if we put too much, it's gonna rise up like mountain. So if we do between here, it will rise up to the top. Okay, if we get it to the top, we are good. Let me. But I like a little bit of rising up on the top because it looks so good, you know. So I had eggs in it. Shoot. Anyway, I won't have a lot of fun eating this because I will need itching pill to go with it. But I would have a piece at least, you know, for my piece sake. Okay, let's go put this in the baby oven here. It's gonna rise up, okay? It's gonna reach to the top, believe me. I did that before. If does not, then I did something wrong to it. That means I left something out. Which I shouldn't. I checked everything already. It's the only thing that I didn't add in there was the whiskey, okay, which we don't need. But if you like whiskey kind of flavor, substitute the milk with whiskey. You'll find. I mean, yeah, and that will be more for like adult, okay? Don't be served kids with alcohol candy or dessert. It won't be good. I smell the all spices, have nutmegs and cinnamons, okay? So I hope it turned out good. I made this before. It never disappoint me. And I hope it does not disappoint me this time. Okay, so here we go. This is gonna rise up to at least a level up to the pan. Okay, so a lot of sugar in this. I know it's gonna be super sweet. Ew. If you're gonna have this with tea, okay, do not add too much sugar in your tea. So just know that you have a lot of sugar in here. But if you're one of those people that love sugar and that you live in like 5-story building, go ahead and make sure that you don't take the elevator and that you're gonna take the staircase. So that way you burn off those sugars. Okay. Okay, let's put this in first. I like to see it. I like to see how it rays, you know, on a, like you can see through here. So that's why a lot of my baking. I have some of these too, but why do I use this? Oh, I just want to experience it with the better on this and that. It might fit both in there. Let me see it. No. Okay, a tuna matata. No worry. All right. So we can see it from here. I'm gonna set it for 45 minutes. Okay. If it doesn't work for 45 minutes, we're gonna do another 10 more, okay? If 10 more don't work, we're gonna increase it because, like I said, it's different size of pan I'm using, so I experimented as I go also. Oh shoot, man. Oh wow. Let's do this instead, okay? My bad. I'm sorry, I got too engaged. So, oh, give me a minute, please. We're gonna do the banana cupcake. Okay. So that's what I have it out for. Goodness sake. Let's do this. See how it's gonna work. Okay. Why? Because this thing is a lot deeper than the cupcake, so I only can do that much. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in baking in there because we have room in it. Okay. Or I can do like the hole here without without the cupcake pastry baker. So we're gonna go ahead and use this, and it can be an individual size, okay? It's gonna come out nice. I did this before, in fact. Oh, wait until it rised up. It's gonna be like, booyah, it looks like mushroom top, okay? Oh, I can't use this one. That one's plastic. You don't want anything to melt in the oven. That would be funny, right? You'd be laughing until you fall off your chair. Like, you're never gonna trust Chef Anna making food again. And I'm with you on that. Okay. Let me go find some of this baby, some of this baby. I think it's so cute. Look at that. So these right here, you can give to your neighbor. Like, hello, banana nut cakes. Yeah, I have 3 in there. Let me find a few more cups. I know that I have a few more, but I don't remember where I put it. Oh well, I surrender. I'm not gonna even try. Okay, we're just gonna leave this on here. Okay. Or maybe when I'm done with the little one, we can add in some more. We can do a new batch of it. Okay, let me put this away for now, and I'll come back and fill up some more. Okay. Right. Well, I can bake this also, but I like to have the individual cup. I think it's gonna be so neat and wonderful. We have banana nut bread before. How do you like it? How do you make your? Hello, Bobby. How have you been? Good to have you back. Welcome. You've been doing all right, family? Holidays? Are you planning on traveling this summer? I mean this summer, this holidays? I'm not. I'm home. Normally I'll be traveling at this time, but then with the job, with the babysitting job, their parents are not off. They're only off like the Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and then the weekend only have 4 days, and it take me a day to get there, a day to get back. I only have 1 day, and I'm like, you know, I like to spend a whole week, a whole 2 weeks with my kids when I do travel. So, but then the grand twins are graduating this summer, so maybe that's what I should saving the time for, to be with the kid during the summer. So I have to fly all the way to New Jersey, Philadelphia. Normally I would land at the Philadelphia airport, and then family would pick me up and take me visit a few people in Philadelphia, and then headed to my daughter's house in New Jersey. So I have kids, 2 kids live in New Jersey, and 1 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So I have 3 here in the state with me. But then my grand twins are turning 18. I'm gonna miss their 18th birthday. I'm so sad. Normally we'll celebrate their birthday together, because my birthday is a week after 2 weeks after birthday. Normally when I'm there, we get to celebrate a birthday together. Okay. Let me show you what I have. Remember, I did carving the kabocha pumpkins or squash. Well, we still figured out whether it's squash or pumpkins. Okay, so it's a squash, but it does look like pumpkin. So I get myself confused with the squash or pumpkin. I'll say squash. Sometimes I say pumpkin. So it don't matter to me. Same thing, squash or squash or pumpkin. They taste about the same. So I'm gonna come back tomorrow, okay? I'm gonna do cheesecake in my kabocha squash. Let me show you what I have accomplished already. Okay, so you will have a general ideas how it looks like after it's been steamed. I steam it for about a little over hours. I think to get it to cook. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if you were with me last week when I did the kabocha carving, okay, so this is the lid of my pot. So I have to be careful because it's not quite, it's so sensitive now, okay, it's because it's been cooked, so the fiber, it's been broken, it's very tender, okay. So if I leave it cooler in the fridge, it probably get a little bit harder, but at this moment it's very sensitive, it's very breakable. So I did this beautiful sunflower design on the lid of my kabocha. Okay, I spent some time on this, okay. Honestly, I've spent about good 4, 5, 6 hours doing this thing, okay. I was online for a couple hours. I didn't finish it, so I went on my own to do that, but I just want to show the finished product is that this is the sunflower design on the top of my pot here, okay. The reason I wrap it with foil because it's so breakable. I want it to hold together because when I cook it, that magical power of heat will break the thing into smaller pieces, okay. You know the scientific answer to this, when we cook stuff in the fire, the heat will break up fibers, even the meat. Okay. So I wrap this around, hopefully that the all design still be there. Okay, so it's already cooled down, but not all cooling yet. So what I have in mind for tomorrow, okay, when I'm coming back probably about the same time. If tomorrow I don't have the little baby, that's where her day off and my day off, not her day off because one of the parents stay home on that day, so I don't have her. So so I have beautiful intricate design, but you know it don't look that wonderful now. Still a lot of beautiful design here. Bobby, like I said earlier, I'm at the moment I was mixing the banana fruit nut cake, so it's already going to into the cooking facility. Okay. So it's baking at 275. I might have to increase a little bit because the reason it cooked at so low because it want all the nuts, all the ingredients like to cook slow. Oh, a slow cook. Okay, so at the meantime, I have this kabocha that I carved the other day and I left in the fridge for a few days because I was so busy with it. You know, some of you were here when I carved this, right? I mean, I didn't carve all this online because it's taking so long. You guys get too tired because I end up talking too much, and you guys, some said, you talk too much. And then when I don't talk too much, they say, why are you not talking to us? Hey, guys, she's not talking to us, and everybody left me. So I just wanted to like understand where I can be like in between, you know, because sometimes I have to talk to make sense, to explain the cooking instruction, right? I mean, if we don't have cooking instruction, I don't know how you can do it, but a lot of time you guys are not cooking, you just want to come on here and enjoy yourself, and you can probably order pizza anyway, you know, or get drive through, what have you. Who want to cook, right? I mean, sometimes you just come on here, just want to spectaculate, just want to watch, want to see what everybody is doing. That's all, you know. You're not cooking, so so then I have to be careful, okay, because it's fragile. If I drop this, that would be the end of that. So I don't want to drop this thing, so I want to put it back, okay. It's already dried, it's already cooled down. You see, it's already had some crack in it, okay. That's why I have to be careful. Like I said, when it's cooked, because this is solid. So when, oh, let me see, oh, got a little juice coming out of it. So when we cook something that is solid, okay, in a heat, I trying to do low heat, but then still, you know, and it's not too bad though, you know. Once it cooling, it's gonna hold a little bit better. When I think what I did mistaken is that when I removed this from the steamer, it was still hot, so it was still so vulnerable to being breaking. So when I removed from the steamer, I lift it up, and then it kind of I affected. I think I caused the breaking. The steaming process was not breaking. I think how I did, I moved it from the steamer, I broke it. Okay, it was my fault. But then on the inner there was a little crack there. I didn't do that one. That's a natural current during the steaming. Okay, but this right here, I think I did that. So when I lift it, I smash it a little bit, but it's not too much of damage where I can't. I still can't be using this. Okay, so let me. As you know that this is a lid to this pot, right? Let me find where it's gonna flush. It flush somewhere. Oh my goodness. I hope I don't break this by finding the flushed area of it. Because, oh, okay. All right. Okay. Come on, baby. There you go. It flush. Okay, so tomorrow, I already have ingredient for the cheesecake. Okay, gelatin cheesecake. So I'm gonna use one of the recipe to fill up this baby here. Okay, people said that do the what do you call it, the ube. I did the ube already. Okay, do custard. But because I'm allergic to eggs, if I make custard, then it's made from the yolk, just like we do today. There's a lot of eggs in that cake. So I probably won't even be able to sample it. Maybe a bite. And then I have to like, you know, all night for 3 days, 3 weeks. So what I thought about doing is that I'm gonna mix the cheesecake mixer, the cheesecake mix, and then I'm gonna just pour in here and let it cool down. And once we finish that, we can just cut it open, okay? Make pieces out of it. So let me remove this. Okay, so it has some damping because it had liquid coming out from the pumpkin or from the steaming process. Okay, so I'm gonna keep this wraps. It helps strengthen it. Okay, if I dropped it, and that's it. We won't have the whole beautiful kabocha. It'll be smashed kabocha. It might turn up into pumpkin pie, just like somebody suggested. Chef, why don't you make pumpkin pie out of that? No, it's not for pumpkin pie today. It's for my other project. We can do pumpkin pie another time. So don't all wishing me, because I want this to like be like a big piece. Okay, I don't want this to be broken. Let me remove some of the juice from here. Do not wishing me on this, okay? Because I want this whole, to finish my project tomorrow. When we come back, we're gonna do cheesecake filling on this kabocha pumpkin. That makes sense? It makes a lot of sense because it's going to be delicious. Because the cheesecake, we normally do the fatty, sweet fatty crumbs. Okay, we use kabocha, had natural sweetness, and we're going to fill up our cheese. I don't know, because I'm gonna do I'm gonna do one single application of cheese filling first. See if it's gonna fill up. Okay, if it does not fill up, then I will have to do another half to fill it up. Last time I filled it up too much. It wasn't what last time I did. I did the custard, which was I couldn't eat any of that. So the custard is that the custard I don't have to do pre-cooking this. Okay, I need it raw when I put my custard in there, and then I steam the custard and the kabocha together. It was miserable. Okay, and then I steam it two used too high heat and it break a little bit, you know, like when it collapsed. That because my kabocha was a little bit too small, and I think I carved too deep, so it gotten thin. Okay, when it getting thin, when we cook it, it had tendency to break. But this right here, I'm so careful not to carve it too deep. Allow it to hold a little bit better, which I'm quite pleased with. Okay, well, let me wrap this baby back, because it have to survive through tonight. I'm have to put it somewhere where people do not have access to break my kabocha. Otherwise, I'll be like having a nightmare tomorrow. Somebody gonna get in trouble with me, you know. The unfriend chef Vanna ain't gonna come out of it if something happened to her cooking product, you know. So to do that, I make sure that it's nice and protected. Yeah, nice and protected. Okay. So if I don't protect it and somebody go in there and knocked it and then break it, and oh, I don't want that to happen. Okay. So I saw it's rising up. Okay, so well, if you like, we can do the cheesecake today too, but then I don't want to overwhelm you, okay, because then I'll be here too long, you guys, and too long, look good. Okay, so I understand, but then we want to break this into different section or segment of the videos, okay? But what I'm going to share with you today is some of the cooking experience while we're waiting for the banana cake to happen. It's already rising up, okay? If you can see from the little, the thing about the see-through ovens is that you can inspect it. So I can see that my banana cake is like rising up. Soon it's gonna be like a muffin top, you know. My muffin top here, it's kind of missing, which I'm happy with it, you know, because I eating a lot of Asian vegetables, some of the vegetables that help reduce the belly fat, so that help. Oh, you know, I'm not exaggerating. Mine used to be my belly fat used to be that thin. Now it's that thin, so I lost half of it. So I just have some to like hang my pant on, because if I lose too much, then my pants like, you know, so I need belt, and then my belt is small, then I have to drill extra hole because I'm already wear size small. If I lose too much, then it won't be pretty, you know. I mean, people said, you know, being skinny is all pretty, being whatever it is, if you're happy where you're at, that's all that matters. Okay, me, I'm always been petite. The word petite in French mean little, you know, small, but because I always been petite from the day I reached my my maturities. And I think I did share that growing up in the camps, we didn't have enough nutritional food to nourish the body, so I was stunt grow. So I'm always been petite. All of my girlfriends, all of my friends, all of my kids that in the same age range, 16, 15, 16, 17, their parents married them off, okay? Everybody like married the kid off early before they come to America. But because I was scrawny, I was like, I wasn't looking like I'm doing now, you know what I mean? I was like scrawny. It was crazy. I have refugee mugshot, okay? So living in a refugee camp, when we did all the transition to come to America, they do the family history, they create family profile with the name, history, the nationality, the whole personal profile, okay, ranging from health, from family history, health history, and all the basic bio information. So and then you had a mugshot, black and white photo, the little like that. I have it on Facebook to remind me where I came from, which I am grateful of that photo. I should have like clothes this big. Put on the wall back there, said Chef Anna then and Chef Anna now. Okay, so as we reach America, started to have better food, okay, better healthy food, better nutritional food. So I became an adult. You know what I mean? After when I was 17, I'm still not reaching my adulthood. I'm still like unattractive, ignorant refugee girls that didn't speak a word of English. But don't be mistaken though, I don't speak the word of English, but I speak in I speak in another term of English, you know, where I didn't understand enough. So every time I got bothered, we got in the fight. I think I talk about that, right? Something that I'm not proud of, you know, in the days where I first came to America. Well, we get picked on a lot, you know. I mean, people didn't understand who we were and don't know who we were, didn't know why we came, just know that we're different. So they started picking on us, and because we don't speak the language, so they're making fun of us too, you know, not just making fun, you know, they kind of get mean and kind of bossing around, kind of abuse, you know, like they be telling us to go home in the day, you know. I mean, in California, it's like the largest nation, second largest state that had over 200 languages spoken, yet they deny, yet they chose to turn around and be indifferences, being mean, being what you call it, being bullied. Okay, so I got bullied a lot, and that's why I involved in a field fight in high school. I was 17 years old. I started my first year. The first year was horrible. It was scary. I think I talk about that because I feel comfortable talking about now. You know, before I wasn't comfortable talking about it because it wasn't easy talking about a past. Okay, just like I spoke about the refugee camp life, but I have not talking about the Khmer Rouge experience. So one day I'll share that with you in another segment where I'm not cooking, you know, where I'm really like engaging with you guys on my refugee experience. So we're just gonna sit down maybe Sunday or a day I'm not cooking. I can share with you my Khmer Rouge, my genocide, my ethnic cleansing experience along with my family. I share a little bit of it, but then I didn't share the whole segment, how it really happened, how it affect my life, how it affect my family, and how many of my family slaughtered in a cold blood, you know. So how I got lucky to have survived and come to this great nation and be here with you, talking to you. Okay, so that's that experience that I like to share with you. It's rising up. It's rising up so nicely. Okay, I can't wait until it's done. So we're gonna so I didn't even know what time I put it in there. Oh, I had it on this thing here. I think I had it for 45 minutes. It's down for 20 minutes. So we have another 25 minutes to go. Okay, so I want to log up, but yet it's hard to log back on and losing you guys. So I'm just gonna keep on here just to have a conversation with you. It's Sunday, we can have conversation. You're welcome to share with your experience, whether you have school experience, bullying experience, you know, hardship experience. You don't have to share with me, but I'm sharing with you from my personal point of experience that I experienced as immigrants. I went through a whole lot, you know, though it's a little bit different here. I went through and done that. I've been in U.S. for 45 years. In fact, August 23rd marked the 45 years of my being in the U.S. So I've been here a long time, longer than in Thailand, longer than in my homeland in Cambodia. So so it's just a great experience to be here. It's a lot of I need to thank for because this is like my last home. When I hear a lot of people saying that, oh, they're leaving America, they said that they found that it's safer, it's nicer to live in another country. It's fine. It's fine. That is your choice. That is what you prefer to do and do. Okay. But for me to get to America was like going through the eye of needles. Just like that rich man asked the Lord, how do you go to heaven? Is it harder to go to heaven as a rich man, or what he need to do, or difficult to get to heaven than the camel going through the eye of needles? So, it's almost like the possibilities like 0.00000000001%. Okay, so same thing for me. For me to come to America, to be in this great nation, take a long journey, a long time, a long waiting. It's better than in France though. French people, they want perfect people. They want people with good health, and they deny our access. I should have been, if my dad hadn't struck with communicable disease, I would have been in France or parlez-vous français by now. But then a thing had switched and changed, and I guess the way I see it, it's just a blessing for me to like be able to change that route from have access and qualified to go to France, then coming to America, because a lot of things happened to me in America, besides going through the little transitions and acculturations into the mainstream culture, learning the language, learning the culture, learning to live in America, learning to adapt and adaptations and living the mainstream, and still have to hold on to the culture's unity and all that. And raising my kids here in America, it's always challenged, but that was part of the history also. Okay, so we mark a history as we go. But I just want to share that that U.S. has always been my safe haven. I don't know how a lot of us feel about being here. You don't like the way the politic or the leader of the country is treating everybody. I don't agree totally. I mean, a lot of things that a lot of policy that I don't agree with, and I'm not freely to talk about that because my family don't like me to talk politics or any of that, but personally, America as a whole nations is my home. Okay, people used to ask me, are you going to go back home? Maybe one day, when I'm fully retired. I wanted to go back to Cambodia, live on my grandfather's land. I'm not entitled to it, but I think I can share part of the land. Some of the land is still available. I can just share with some cash and then just buy a little piece of land and build a little bamboo thatch, and I can be happy there. I don't need a fancy home. Because Cambodia is complex. It's such a hot country than here, so we don't need like enclosure home with wall units with cluster wall with all this wall that we have here. We're just like, we're unhealthy in a way. So in Cambodia, all you do is just if you a woodsmith, you can. Well, my dad was he was a carpenter, so I grew up watching my dad build our own home, and the way he built his home was like he didn't even need nail to crush the home unit. He built it in a way where the wood will like conjoin and crash like this. I mean, I don't know. So I'm saying that if I do end up in Cambodia, I probably hire somebody to do it. I don't think I have enough energy to build my own home anymore. Although a bamboo thatch or a farmhouse, a smaller version, probably easy to do. But I want if I do retire in Cambodia, I want a comfortable home, not fancy home. I'm not up to fanciness. Cambodia is simple, I mean, I wanted to blend in with my family. I don't want to have that luxury home by myself, and people think that I'm rich and everybody's up to wanted money from me, I mean, thing happened. So if I do make a home, I'll make a comfortable one, you know, maybe I'll turn into coffee shop, making latte on this. If I get a property near the main street, and I can turn it to like, I can do bakery here and a little coffee shop that I can live on comfortably. I have my retirement. If I can do that, I can hire a few girls to work and train them, and maybe one day they want to start their own business. You know, I mean, it doesn't take a lot to live in Cambodia because life is so simple, and the land had and the food making, it doesn't have a lot of restriction. You know, you're free to sell food on the street, and as long as safe and it safe to consume. So those are some of my dreams. Actually, you know, if I do return home, I may not live there permanently, but I wanted to at least be around my family for a little bit. And but most of my kids are here. My kids are gonna retire when they reach retirement age. I reach my retirement age, so I'm a retiree, so I can travel as well. But then I still have my mom. I still have a few other family members that I can't really like leave for the fact. In fact, I was all wishful thinking right now that I wish that I am in Cambodia serving my people in the refugee camp. When I see all this footage where people work together to bring commodity, to bring food, to bring tent, to help people who had flee the bombing site or the borders that was invaded, you know, by our neighboring country. So that broke my heart because I'm sitting here listening to all the news that I feel so helpless. Even send money to help, it's different, you know, it's different when if I'm actually there and touch and feel and be part of those, be in a refugee camp, because I know how it's like to be in a refugee camp for a long time. I was in a refugee camp for 5 years, but these people had not been in a refugee camp that long. And then I remember the tarps, the rain that poured until we had no place to even sleep. I'm familiar with that, and over congested living situation. There's no lavatory, no running water. You don't have your privacy. You don't know where you're going to go and have your privacy moment, or you don't have a place where you can go do your bathroom needs. You know, there's no proper hygiene public accommodation. So I know all of that. I know how little kids will get diarrhea, get sick from eating food because it's so hard to accommodate. But I know that a lot of Cambodian people, a lot of philanthropists from throughout the country, throughout the world, that had made donation in monetary, in their time, their and everything that they have. They most of all, I'm amazed with the Cambodian people. The reason I'm amazed with, you know, people in Cambodia themselves, they work together, and then people who live abroad like myself, you know, that we cannot be there physically in the refugee camp serving, you know, hands-on, but we do support with the monetary value. We send money, we donate the money, and then they took the money and they go buy a bag of rice and salt and peppers, whatever it is, for the people to be able to feed the family, because they cannot farm. They left their farm. In fact, this is a harvesting season for a lot of rice farmers. So when they left their home, they left their rice field, they left everything on the land, they left everything on the farm. Just like when my parents left Cambodia, we left all the rice ripened in the field. We fled, we left, we left our home. Same thing for the refugee now. So that's why all of this make me so nostalgic, because it bring back all that memories that were what we went through for. And then I vividly remember the camp life. It was more horrible than anything else, because when you live in a congested population, only plastic or tarp for, you know, just to keep from the rain, keep from the sun. And then people don't have lavatory, no bathing facility, accommodation, because there's so many refugees, and then and the governments are not ready for, the world relief are not ready for. So I know that to look at the campsite, some camp had 5,000, some camp had 10,000, some camp have 50,000. So how do we accommodate that many refugees with small children, newborn, pregnant women, elderly, sick people, sick children, injured people with chronic illnesses? How do they accommodate all that? So I mean, exactly how it was in a refugee camp. I remember but the refugee camp, it has health center, it has a small clinic where people can get checked in. I mean, the health checkup, the immunizations, and the medication dispenser, and have an online duty nurse and doctors and volunteer people from the World Relief and the Red Cross. So I'm not sure whether Red Cross and World Relief deploys in Cambodia. I know that a lot of Cambodian folks do pitching in and give the most support. Those who had more to share, to give, and they give to share. They give in monetary values. They give in food supplies, blanket, clothing, tarps, and toiletries, candies, and educational material. I know the kids are. I do not think there's a school for the children in that like emergency campsite. So the children is out of school because the school, the hospital, the bridge, the village are being bombed. So those things, the livelihood change, the home are gone, the farms are messed up, the bridge are broken. So really, when the bridge are being bombed, and then the aid will not get to the people. I mean, all these things, it does not make a whole lot of sense why the opposition does that. Bomb the city, bomb the innocent, bomb the village, bomb the school, bomb the bridges. And you know what those intent are, right? Because people in war, they want to disable all resources. Okay, I understand that if you're defending your country, and you disable all that, so that way your enemy cannot cross the bridge to bomb you. But then this is like, the bridge is not even connected to, it's not even connect to the artillery, to the army post. It's just a bridge that across the little river from one farm to the next. It does not have anything to do with military base or even equipment bunk. It does not. So it does not make a whole lot of sense. That's why I'm a little bit adamant, but I'm not gonna say too much, because then my channel would get in trouble. So I talked about that a couple months ago, and it got me in trouble. So, and my family don't want me to talk about it. But then, as community advocate, I learned that information we share is crucial, especially if it affects the community, it affects people's life, it affects us. Then we need to talk about it. And I need to talk about it because it affects me. It affects my homeland, it affects my birthland, it affects my family. I still have family in both countries. I have family in Cambodia. I have a lot of family in Thailand, though they're not affected by the bombing, because Thailand are bombing Cambodia, but Cambodia are not bombing the village, unless until recent, when Cambodia started to retreat, to bomb back, because after 24 hours being invaded, being bombed, being destroyed, then any country have the right to defend their own homeland. Okay, so whether you have strong or weak army, or whether you have war equipment to fight the enemy, but they would do their best to defend. So that's what happened. But my family in Thailand are not affected by the bombing at all. There's none, because it's not even reached the city, but they're affected by the flood. And there've been some of the area where the flood lasted about 4 months. Started since July. They have August, September, October, November, 4 or 5 months. So the water receded now. What is left is skeletons of car, buildings, structures, debris. It's like overwhelmed with debris. So many debris buried in mud. On the mud is muddy everywhere. Because the water does reach to like the second floor, so the house structure that remain intact, are not taken by the flood, then you have mud from the second floor down to the first floor. Then you have to clean the mud, clean all the car debris, the broken debris, anything that flood from everywhere. It's stuck somewhere, and it's just like a pile of mess. It's just a lot of mess. So people lost their farm, lost their loved one, lost their home, lost their car, lost their everything that they have. So now they need a place to live. They need a place to start over. Sometimes when the mud bury the land, they don't even know where the land are at. There's no marking zone anymore, because when the mud cover the whole area, so the mud can be as tall as 6 foot deep, 6 foot high. So when the mud cover the canal, the marking zone, the land marking zone, the map, so you cannot even go back and claim, where's my land, where is the rice field that my family have, or where's the property that we have. So it's a lot of things, a lot of effect after the mass flooding, okay? Because if it's flooding by itself, it washed, and then you can just have the tree there, you can have the marking zone, your farm marking zone, your property zone, and fine. But then when you have flood that lasts 4 or 5 months, and it's piled with muds, and then it top to like up to here, and it cover all that. So have you thought about that? Because we are not affected by it. But in my state here, we have flash flood, but we don't deal with the same catastrophe that in Thailand, Vietnam, and in Philippines do. They suffer. We are here, we're talking about it. We can talk about it without feeling it or emotion, because we are not affected by it. We didn't lose our land, we didn't lose our farm. Most of all, people are not being rescued. The pig all dead, the cow all dead, the duck can swim, the bird can fly, snake can swim. But then you're talking about dog, cats, and all the domesticated animals that cannot swim, cannot fly, cannot find place to higher ground. So they drown. They drift with the tide, because the flood does not come smooth like you swim at the reservoir. There's no emotion, no commotion, water commotion. But when you have flash flood, the water, like the tide, like wash you out. It even removed the whole building structures. Imagine a little cow, a little cat, a little dog, the little piglet will survive that for 4 months without finding a landing ground. Just like it's just like beyond my comprehension. My prayer go out. When for a while I stopped looking at the news, because it started to affect us. Yeah. We can check, okay? It's been almost 40 minutes. It has just a couple minutes. We'll wait until it ding, and then we can check. Okay, I'm gonna get my toothpick. I'm gonna poke it. If it's not runny, then it's done. Okay, so typically that's an ancient way of testing your baking items, whether it's done or not. But don't do that with the meat, though. With the beef, you can do it with you can do rare, you can do well done, you can do medium done. You cannot test it with a toothpick, okay? You can do it with a thermometer. But with the baking, yes, you can, because I either use toothpick or chopstick. If I poke into it and there's no residue, or and it come clean, meaning that the whole thing is done. But if you still have the little attachment to it, and then it need to work a little bit longer. That's just an ancient way to test our cooking. Okay, it looks good though. It started to melt on the top, and which I expected, because today we use baking soda, we use baking powder. Not a lot of cooking that we use in American cooking that use baking powder, the baking flour. But this one here does, it had both. Let's see what it does. Like, it's gonna explode like lava, But so far, it's cracking a little bit, the meaning that it needed to let out the little gas, which sometimes when they eat the wrong vegetable, I need to let out too. My daughter said, "Don't talk about that online. I was embarrassing." not really, you know, talk the truth. Though it sounds gross, but then we all have it. You know what I mean? Whether you beautiful, you handsome, whatever form of person you are, you have those things. You know, I mean, you eat the wrong food. Like me, I'm lactose intolerant. I'm allergic to a lot of fruits, a lot of vegetable, a lot of food that I can't eat. I eat the wrong thing, I'll be bloated all night. You know, that's nasty. And then, yeah. Same thing for baking. It does need that little outlet, you know, the air. Same thing. Okay, let me get the chopstick, or toothpick, so that we can like poke it and see if it's done. Okay, give me 1 second. I know where they are. I can't wait to see the inside of it, okay? Oh, there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and restart it because I don't want it to get cool down. Okay, here we go. A moment of waiting. See that? Looks good. This is gonna go in the middle, okay? Look at that. No residue, okay, meaning that it's done. Good, so it worked at 45 minutes, okay? I wanted to get it brown on the top, okay? We can do that easily, done that. But I'm not sure though, I mean, I can check my, the one in the baking pan. Let me do that. This one is in the, remember I put it in the, oh look at that, how nice that is. Yeah, in the cupcake, in the cupcake, the cupcake mold. Here's our, oh look at that. It's not even split up so bad. Normally it's split up badly. Okay, let me go ahead and, okay, so this one is not quite done yet because there's some residue on it. See that? Okay, so we're gonna do that for another 20 minutes to these, because it's pretty thick and it's big. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this back for a minute or two to let it brown up. Okay, the one in here is done already. Here's done. Let me see. The cupcake one is pretty done. Look at that, no residue. Okay, so we're good. Okay, so maybe we can sample this, okay? Let me close this. Okay, so okay. Let's see what look like inside. I probably need more colorful fruits, okay? I didn't have enough colorful fruits in there, but well, let's see. I can do a little icing. Okay, I have icing left from my Christmas cooking. Okay. So It's hot, so it might not stay. It might not even. It's probably gonna melt. Remember that we have plenty of sugar on here already, but this is a fun fact, okay? It just, or you can have whipped cream with it, or it's still too hot for this. It's gonna melt, okay? So we're gonna put right in the middle here, so it is gonna melt. Okay. We should have a little squeezing technique, huh? We have beautiful flour made out of it. So it's still pretty warm here, okay? Let me sample that for you and see how it looks like inside. That's what I'm curious about. Where all my nuts go? Where my fruit go? I didn't have enough fruit in it, or what? No, okay, so it smells so good. I'm disappointed because I didn't see enough fruits in there. I see some berry, but it should have been more fruits in there. But so far, it looks so moisture because we had a lot of butter in it. But then I had the good kind of butter, unsalted butter. So it looks so good. Let me sample for you, okay? Because it's still hot, that's why it's broken, so. It has, because it's still hot, it won't stay, so. But I can feel the nuts though, because a lot of walnuts in there. Remember, I had 2 cups of walnuts in here. So, absolutely delicious. You know why? Because the raisins and the cranberry are all in here. Okay, I mean, and the chewy and crunchiness of the walnut. Though you can't see it, it's blending in, but there's the walnut right there. Okay, so. Amazing. So I think my friend is here, and I'm trying to like finish up when she's home. Okay, so I just want to say that I'll do a little short for this so that you can see the ending result of it. Thus far, the cupcake one tastes amazing. You can try these, okay? Because I don't have cupcake mold, so I only have one so far. So you can try this. I will include my recipe on YouTube description. So I hope that you will visit me there. And please help click like, subscribe, share. And then if you have not already followed me on my TikTok, please do follow me so that I can go back and follow you too, okay? With a lot of love, a lot of respect. You guys have been tremendous support. To hi to you too, Lovey. So I know I need to close it down because when she comes, she make noises and it's disruptive. Okay, here we go. Amazing. I taste the nut, cranberry, and the rest of the dried fruit. Amazing. I wish I have more in there. Okay, I should have added more nuts in there. It would be very nice. Okay? So here we go. One is cool down. I can add nice dressing or icing to it. Okay? But thus far, it's not that sweet, okay? It's really, really mild sugar, so I can go ahead and add some icing. Hmm. Big bite for all of you. For you've been here for me, I appreciate it. And so, have a good evening, have a good day, good night to all of you. Until we'll see you again tomorrow.